Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from PBR TLPR 307 are here to present the project we are working on in this semester 3. I am as the leader of this team, Wasid Sulaiman Siregar as front-end developer, along our member such as Feni Istani Prastia as business analyst, Rizky Julfiandi as software tester, Ziratul Khoir and Vito Desta Fabiansyah as backend developer, and Eric Marcelino Huta Barat as UI UX designer. Okay, that's all from me. The next section is the purpose and scope that will be presented by Fanny.
Okay, in this section, I will explain the purpose and scope of the application. The purpose of developing this mobile version is to facilitate real-time document inspection and access without having to open the web version, thereby supporting faster decision-making and increasing productivity in the field. This application has several scopes. The first one, the application users are limited to members of the Sila organization. Secondly, the application features are restricted to viewing and downloading documents. And lastly, the application can only be accessed via mobile devices with an internet connection. Next, application description. The Silo administration application is an enhanced mobile version of the existing web-based system used to manage important documents within the Silo unit. It provides convenient access for users, including Silo departments and cooperation units, to manage and monitor documents anytime and anywhere via mobile devices without relying on a computer. This application has three actors. They are Silo, Cooperation Unit, and departments. Next, we'll explain by Zico.
Okay, next software requirements. For this slide, we saw the functional and non-functional requirements. It's similar to the Sila web administration system from last semester. But for this semester, the Sila mobile version focused more on data inspection or document checking, and also introduce a notification. Next. This slide is use case diagram. This use case diagram has action in total. We add two new action. First is search document and second view notification. The actor remains the same at last semester, silau, unit kerjasama, and jurusan. Okay, next semester we has ER diagram. For the ER diagram or database design, it's mostly the same as last semester, but we add a new table called notification to store log notification. There are also some column changes. For example, in the purchase order table, we have the column ECPO. ECPO tab change for data type text area to string data type. Okay.
On this slide, I will explain the service design of the Silo administration application. The Silo system follow a client-server architecture considering of three main components. The first is the client or mobile app, which is a Flutter-based application used by all users. The second is a server, Laravel backend that handle all business logic, authentication, and data processing. And the third is database, which uses MySQL to store all structured data, such as user information and project detail. The data flow works as follows. The first, the user open the Silo administration application and perform an action. Second, the app send a request to the Python REST API. The third, the Laravel backend process the request, interact with the MySQL database, and return the response. And finally, the Flutter app display the result to the user, such as project status or project detail. Next. In this slide, focus on database security design of the silo system. The security implementation covers three main aspects. On the left, we can see the result of privilege testing for different database users. There are three roles. The first is DB by system for the production API. The second, DB by dev app for Laravel development, and DB by administrator for full database management. The result shows that each user has limited privilege to according to their role. On the right, we can see the backup and recovery process using the MySQL dump command. This is essential for preventing data loss and ensuring system reliability in case of failure. At the bottom, we have an example of data hashing applied to sensitive fields, such as the receipt integrity hash column. Using the HIMAP SH256 algorithm, help guarantee data integrity and prevent unauthorization modification.
Okay, next we use our user persona. This is for our reference to our UI UX design principles. Next. Okay, for our design principles, we based on Jacob 10 usability heuristics, and the first one we use the visibility of system status, and two, match between system and the real world. 3, we use user control and freedom. 4, consistency and standards. 5, error prevention. 6, recognition rather than recall. And 7, flexibility and efficiency of use. 8, aesthetic and minimalist design. 9, help users recognize, diagnose, and recover from errors. And last, help and documentation. So this is for our several mockup. This is for the statistic page. This is the project and the users. Next is the project management. This is for the project. And the detailed documents.
Okay. In the testing phase, we conduct two types of testing, static testing and dynamic testing. Static testing was done before implementation using a wall talk review on Figma to ensure consistency in layout, color, and navigation. Meanwhile, dynamic testing was carried out after the system was implemented using black box testing to make sure all features were as expected. Next. Development plan. Convert the UI UX design into Flutter. Adjust the layout for mobile and tablet version. Review and enhance the security of client server requests. And last one, the implement features.
Okay, that's all our presentation today. We hope our applications we build is helpful to Silo accessing data and efficient. That's all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.